So, over the last few months, something huge happened with Adobe Firefly. I mean, one of the biggest shakeups in creative software history. And you know what? Most people completely missed the real story. So let's get into it.
What if Adobe, instead of building bigger, taller walls around its creative suite to keep out giants like Google and OpenAI?
What if they just unlocked the gates and threw a massive party? Well, that is exactly what just happened. And trust me, it changes absolutely everything.
So here's what we're going to break down. We're going to look at Adobe's new playbook, what they're building themselves, what they're bringing in from the outside, how much this is all going to cost you, and why their biggest weapon might not even be technology.
Okay, first things first, you have to wrap your head around this massive shift in strategy. Adobe had a huge realization. In the crazy, fast-moving world of AI, no one company can be the best at everything. It's just impossible.
So they've pivoted. They're moving away from that old walled garden model where everything had to be Adobe made. Now they're building a horizontal platform, something they're calling the Foundry. And the idea is just brilliant. If you can't beat them, host them. They'll bring the best AI models from everywhere right into Photoshop and Premiere. They're not trying to build every app. They're building the entire operating system for creativity.
But don't get it twisted. This is not a surrender, not even close. Before inviting anyone else to the party, Adobe gave its own native tools a serious upgrade, starting with the heart of it all, its image model.
4 megapixels. Now that number itself isn't the whole story. The magic word here is natively. This is a huge deal because it means you're not getting some blurry, artificial-looking upscale to hit a professional resolution. All the details you need, the texture and skin, the weave of a fabric, it's all generated right from the start.
But this is the feature that's an absolute game changer. Prompt to edit. You can now take a flat JPEG photo and treat it like it was a fully layered Photoshop file. So when you type, "move that tree to the left," the AI isn't just doing some clumsy cut and paste. Oh no, it's performing a little 3-step miracle. First, it perfectly isolates the tree. Then it completely rebuilds the background that was hidden behind it. And finally, it composites the tree into its new home with perfectly recalculated lighting and shadows. It's an insane level of control.
And it keeps going. They've updated their vector models so you can create clean, editable graphics. There's a new design model that can literally generate an entire ad layout just from a text prompt. And their native video model is great for creating short, commercially safe clips. But the killer app for editors? Generative Extend. Your clip ends just a hair too soon, just grab the edge and drag. The AI just creates more video. It seamlessly continues the action. It's a lifesaver.
All right, so Adobe's native tools are seriously powerful, but they're smart. They know they have weak spots, and this is where that Foundry strategy really comes to life.
First up to the plate, they've brought in Google's unbelievably powerful Gemini 3 image model. And yes, before it was officially released, the community actually nicknamed it Nano Banana Pro, and Adobe just ran with it, which is fantastic.
So why would they do this? This slide tells you everything you need to know. Look at Firefly on the left. It's incredible with photorealism, but when it comes to rendering clean, accurate text, it kind of struggles. But Google's model, with its deep roots in language, it nails it every single time. So now, right inside Photoshop, you can use Firefly for the gorgeous background image, then instantly switch to Gemini to add the perfect text. You literally get the best of both worlds.
Next, they brought in the heavyweight champion of AI video. We are, of course, talking about OpenAI's Sora 2. Think of this as the pro-level DLC for video creators.
And again, look at the difference in what they're for. Adobe's native model is perfect for that quick, 5-second, legally safe B-roll shot you need for a corporate video. But Sora 2? That's for creating longer, more complex, narrative scenes. We're talking 20 seconds, with sound that syncs up, for stuff that feels more cinematic. It's not about one being better. It's about having the right tool for the right job right there when you need it.
Okay, so you have all this unbelievable power at your fingertips, but you know there's a catch, right? What does all this cost? Well, this entire ecosystem runs on a brand new kind of money. Adobe has basically invented its own currency for AI, and they're called Generative Credits. Think of them like tokens at a video arcade. Every time you do something that's computationally heavy, like making an image or generating a video clip, you have to spend some credits.
And this is where things get really interesting. Just look at the insane price difference. Using Adobe's own image model, that's 1 credit. Super cheap. But you want to use that premium Gemini model for perfect text, that'll be 10 credits. And the video costs? Whoa! Using a top-tier partner model like Luma to create 4K video will cost you an incredible 150 credits per second.
Just let that sink in for a moment. One single 10-second 4K video clip could vaporize 1,500 of your credits. To put that in perspective, a standard subscription might only give you 2,000 credits for an entire month. This pricing model creates a very clear line between casual experimentation and high-end professional work. So, if the best models come from partners and they cost a fortune, what is Adobe's real, long-term play here? What's their big advantage? The answer isn't just a shiny new feature. It's something much more valuable, especially to big companies: safety.
And this is their ace in the hole. It's called IP Indemnification. That's a fancy legal term for a very simple, very powerful promise. If you create content using Adobe's native Firefly models and you get sued for copyright infringement, Adobe will cover your legal costs. They can make that promise because they train their models on their own, fully licensed Adobe stock library.
This creates a fascinating two-tier system of risk right inside the app. Tier 1 is anything you make with a native Firefly model. It's legally shielded, it's safe for big brands to use. But Tier 2 is for the partner models like Sora or Gemini. They're more powerful, sure, but they were trained on the wild west of the open internet. So when you use them, you assume all the legal risk. For a Fortune 500 company, that distinction is absolutely everything.
So where is this all headed? Well, Adobe's ultimate vision is to move from simple prompts to complex goals. Instead of telling the AI what to make, you'll tell it what you want to achieve. You'll give it a high-level goal like, create a beach-themed Instagram banner with the text "Summer Sale" and export it. And an AI assistant will figure out the rest. It'll automatically pick the right models, Firefly for the image, Gemini for the text, and use the right tools to get the whole job done.
And that leaves us with one final massive question. By becoming the essential platform, the operating system that hosts all the best tools, Adobe has built an ecosystem with unprecedented power. But by monetizing every single high-end click, are they building the future of creation? Or have they just invented a new and completely unavoidable creative tax?